2018 live from Singapore. I was a bit quicker. The stage. Does not matter. I'm still fine, right? We're back at the desk and ready for game number 2. Legend of Kid and Tamago. That didn't change, just in case you think that would change. No, we still got the same team, so we got the draft coming up next.
Same timeline. Yeah,
same timeline. We talked about it yesterday. Same timeline.
There we go.
Not changing.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how the draft will play out. We know that Tainted One is a great Violet, has a great Cricknet. Jason may pull out that Yorn if they do get that Assassin pick on Tainted One. And if they do get that draft, then I'm going to give it for Tamago.
Or even Ignis. Or Thane. You want
Thane.
No, yeah, I don't know. You said you like Thane.
You know, his ultimate is called King's Glory.
Just because I know you work with TJ a lot, I just kind of want to see the Batman, because TJ absolutely hates that Batman isn't competitive at any point. But it looks like we're already here into the drafts, and Malik going to be the first man.
Yeah, Malik Nakroth there. Tamago actually banning Nakroth is very interesting. We haven't seen him come out as a ban actually at all during the PvP tournament group stages for the stage brackets today. So it's very interesting that they banned Nakroth as a target ban probably.
Most definitely, and right now Lindis coming out with the next ban for LOK. I do believe they don't want to deal with this hero at all. He changed his mind. I think it's going to be Violet instead.
Yeah, Violet, highly contested, Cricknack. We know the side laner is also Valheim. I expect Legend of Kid to first pick it if it is not banned by Tamago, because you don't want to give that to BBTY.
Yeah, 5th of July did an okay job actually, I would say, with Violet earlier on yesterday. Surprised they actually banned that.
I know Jason could also try and pull out the Valheim, so that's actually a pretty contested pick.
Oh,
and it looks like Tamago just doesn't want to even have it an option. That does still leave up the Lindis, though. For priority.
Aurum, Zenio will be the other ones that could see potential ban.
Too.
Yeah, Cricknack. Yep, there we go. Cricknack is going to come out, as we discussed. And then the last one is going to be Aurum or the Zenio here. Because Aurum, if not banned, is a very solid first pick normally.
Yeah, there it is.
Wow.
I'm going to be the ban there. Sweet J. Stop reading their minds.
Yeah, you actually called out every single ban.
They got a direct feed to him. So they all know.
But like we expected, the Lindis is going to be locked in if there is in the Valheim.
Ooh, the Crash pick and a Zenio is a solid pickup for a Yorn composition here. So we could see...
That's a beefy front line.
Even potential double marksman, but I doubt it. But it still sets up for a nice Yorn composition if they want to run it.
They might pull that double marksman because they did the same thing yesterday against the last game against Maxwell's Gaming. So Chap now coming in.
I think you get the Chargnar here because you want to get that CC cleanse available to protect that Lindis later on, especially when you're already going to have that Crash and a Zenio just jumping on you. And the one thing that wasn't banned away during this pick was, of course, the Omen.
Yeah, Omen, Chargnar, Lindis. Honestly, both drafts are looking really, really solid right now. We do know Ryoma is also open. There's a lot of side lane pressure from him, and also early game pressure that he provides as well. So we could see that come out. However, I'm really curious to see what jungler they want to put Tainted One on, because that's going to determine a lot of the early game aggression that they normally want to play here.
So what do you think they're going to put in here? Tainted One still has Slims though.
Yeah, Slims could come out. We could see maybe a potential jungler that they want to run, but with Nakroth being out, Murad could show up. But I haven't seen them play Murad.
In all honesty, I have not been too...
There we go.
Yeah. Liliana and this... Of course, yeah, the Slims. I haven't been impressed with the Slims play I've been seeing at the tournament so far, like, especially during these knockout stage. A lot of spears been missing from players, so let's see whether or not Tamago can actually play it efficiently. And wow,
like the
dive here coming out from Legend of Kid with the flash.
Yeah, I like flash here. And Arjun, that's a lot of CC. Arjun has that rent, has that Cole ability. Oh, crack.
Ooh,
wait, if they pick crack.
36 seconds on there, we're not 100%. I think the Arjuan's a lot more of it.
What they might do is they might just wait to the last second and then switch up to, you know, make the side of Tamago wait a little bit longer because they need to think about their picks as well.
Yeah, so with Flash being picked here, it's dangerous to pick up the Yorn because Yorn and Slims will be countered by that Flash engage. Arjun is great for defense and offense as well because of that Ren, that knock-up, and they combine it with the Omen, Death's Embrace. So now it comes down to what support do they want to play? They don't want to flex Zenio or Crash to support and change things up, or are they going to pick like maybe Tara? No, Scud. Okay.
Scud would make a lot more sense. Or maybe...
I like Ryoma here because he actually works really well with Zenio, with Slims, and Liliana. That's 4 pretty reliable stuns there on your kit.
They're just playing with us right
Yeah,
now.
I was about to say,
They're just
Marja, I wonder what the win rate right now is on Marja. I don't think
Not
it's
very
actually
high. Not
very high.
1-1.
Yeah. The goal is to win side lane with her because she puts so much pressure and sustain. Then you leverage that win the side lane pressure to then rotate to get objectives and get the early game.
But usually that's then the primary target of the opposing team. They just
Exactly,
go ahead and
gank.
camp that side lane. But it is going to get locked in for Tamago, so going to try and go against the tide there with the lock-in.
Yeah, I do like both drafts. I feel like Lindis is going to give that early game, and Arjun there going to give that early game protection and aggression that Legend of Kid can play off. And then Omen, once he reaches level 4, is going to really help them shine. However, we do know Slims and Liliana, they scale so well into the late game. And that's something that Legend of Kid really needs to think about. They need to win the early game because Tamago's going to take it late.
Yep.
Who will pick up the first block? We're not talking this time about predictions. Everyone will probably
You just
go
want to
Tamago.
change something up every other
Yeah.
time?
Tamago is going to take a first blood because they have a stun comp. They just need to follow up their stuns and they'll get the first blood.
Honestly, I think with Legend of Kid, they might just slow play it and then, like we mentioned, maybe target that side lane, the Marja, and then easy get a kill.
I mean, I'm a Tamago. I already said I'm rooting for my home country, man. Tamago all the way.
Sorry, we'll never ask you for anything again. As soon as Tamago shows up, we will just ignore Apis and go with everything else. But early game is important. We heard about that. You all say first spots might be spread out across this. But the bans look like, besides some of the surprises, look like the same thing we expected, right?
Yeah, I mean, the key is how Zenio will play a role. We talk about the side lane being the matchup for both these teams here. If Zenio is able to turn that fight into a 5 versus 4, that's going to look really bad for Legend of Kid. And we know that they make some tough decisions, and they do fight into an uneven numbers situation, and they cannot do that with Zenio.
All right, we're ready to go. And if you think that Ras is the only one on fire, then you probably did not hear the casters we got ready for you. It's Rip and Rico.
Renee, of course, we are here. Incredible matchup. I'm pretty excited for it. Who do you think is going to take this one?
Looking at the draft, it could go anybody's game, but just as Sujay mentioned on the desk, it's all about getting that early game stunts, early game control, and if they do have that, Tamago could take this one.
Yeah, Tamago definitely looks like they might be the favorite here. I'm really excited to see what happens. Of course, we've seen them throughout this tournament, you know, sometimes underperforming, and then other times just coming out on top of their game. But it looks like we're ready to go. Legend of Kid had an impressive start yesterday. And here we go, Jack, Daty, Weimer, Fifth July, and Zool for them. We saw Zool on that max yesterday make some incredible plays. Let's see what he can do here with this Arduin.
It's all about that early game trade here for both of these sides, but it's all defense position for TMG and LOK, making sure that there's no steal whatsoever, so they're going to just be settling with their own buffs for now.
Yeah, very interesting. Finally seeing a little defense play at the early game, not just allowing these trades to happen for free. Up in the top lane, we got Jack with that Omen. Jason with that Zenial. We're going to see them battling all day. You can't let that Omen free run off. Obviously, very good split laner.
Interesting rotation coming from the side of LOK. Fast waves here at mid. They've got space. Let's probably try to take out, or rather relieve the pressure from Zool. We did mention, or the desk has mentioned something about how BBTY could take advantage with the Marja. You clear your waves. Marja's a really good wave clear, and then you could rotate. But looks like the pressure, or rather the defense, well, that thought though, KZP is going to be fine for now.
Yeah, just a little bit of poke there. Still early here. Not going to be a heavy engage. You can see in the river though, right by the dragon, a little bit of skirmish going down, but not too much out of it as well. So right now, it looks like Legend Kid just settling in, kind of setting up for this dragon. It's going to be coming in 27 seconds. They don't want to get too far away, but oh man, Weimer got to watch out. He's kind of caught out here. Running for his life though. He's got the flash. I mean, it'll work out for him.
And it's going to be A-OK. Still level 3 though, but looks like if the spear connected earlier, but never mind.
Yeah, the first blood came up from this side. BBTY, the Marja going down thanks to that gank down bot.
Interesting rotation by LOK there as they keep pressuring BBTY, and I feel like this is a great choice. It forces Tamago to go down and keep an eye on this bot side and leave Omen to keep farming and get that space and win that 1v1 matchup.
Yeah, beautiful knockup there from Zool, and you can see Weimer, he's going to try to keep them away from this dragon, but unfortunately not going to be able, either team to get it. The dragon does reset.
Understandable. From Legend of Kid, there's a ton of poke coming from Tamago, and they have no form of sustain whatsoever. That's going to be a Chognar on their side as their support. So understandable movement from LOK, but so far we can see Jack is already bullying Jason up top.
Yeah, I mean, the question there is going to be, will Tamago even get to use that Angelic Splendor, right? Because that Death Embrace is going to pull him in and not let him go. So that's going to be a real big question later on when these team fights really start to kick into play.
Exactamundo, Rip, and I mean, imagine the mere fact that they would go 4v5, and I feel like this is LOK's strategy. You have Omen just trying to push that top side. Imagine if the cannon minions would already try to push that wave at top. I feel like Tamago will have a huge problem.
Yeah, potentially another gank down here at the bot. Getting the knock up again. Man, Zul is doing he's being really annoying to BBTY. And you can see here, this Dragon battle has been going on for like a minute and a half. They really want to get it, but neither team able to secure it.
Exactly. I mean, normally the 30-minute mark, you get that Abyssal Dragon, and then the other team concede, but now they're starting it.
Yeah, they're starting. It's halfway down. The TMG is going to come in for the steal here. Who is going to get it? It's going to go to 5th July. People work, but oh my gosh, they're going to fall here. Davey also in big trouble, but Jason getting the kill at 5th July, and Davey just going to survive with just a tiny pixel. No, siree! Good night. Oh my gosh, LOK is just getting dominated right now. Zul running for his life. Last pixel. Can he get out of there? Oh, gets the call, but not going to matter. Wow, that was such a good engagement for Tamago.
They have won the team fight, and imagine Sennial's ultimate got canceled there by the Omen, so he couldn't join the fight, but it didn't matter because putting Jack on a tight leash up top will really help out Tamago have one less of a headache to deal with on towards the team fight.
Yeah, that was fantastic stuff there. So right now, though, you look at the goal lead. You know, Legend of Kid, they did this yesterday. Despite being behind in kills, still ahead in gold early on here. So not too far behind. You just got to be careful right now.
Indeed, with LOK, who'll be fine with that as well, getting that Abyssal Dragon despite losing the team fight. The goal is still in their favor. Spirit Sentinel being started right now, but only Rose is there to try and supply vision for TMG. Question is, what is the next move for TMG as they decide to swap out Marja up top and Sennial down bottom?
Ooh, interesting lane swap there coming out from him. And now you can see Zul here against Jason K doing pretty well. And you know, Jason K, he's got to be careful. He hasn't realized the amount of ganks that have been coming down to bottom. And you can see LOK right now circling in. They got the Arju and the Chagnar and that 5th July. But unable to get him, Jason. He's aware of the gank. And you see Rose and the rest of the team starting to circle down here. They're going to go in on Jason, but here comes Rose. Metamorphosis into effect. Tries the aquatic shield, but they're all in full retreat now. And Tainted unable to get any flying spears or anything onto him.
All of these teams, I mean, both of these
look
teams.
out!
Oh.
No, scary. A little bit scary.
Almost. Tainted ones, landing the spear, but CC won't land. But look at that. Omen at the moment just chilling at top. I feel like this is what LOK wants. LOK needs the Omen to have a ton of space, but there you go. Cyclone being used.
Out. Yeah, but you can see just for that wave clear primarily, right? And the Dragon there was started again, but again, not going to be able to get it. And again, 3 men from LOK down in this bot lane, push over his tower, but TMG in full defense will not let him get the tier 1 tower.
We did mention that the 1v1 side lane matchup will be detrimental on who will win this match. Again, it's a BO1, Abyssal Dragon being started by LOK.
Yeah, Weimer going in there. Got to be a little bit careful. The Dragon getting very low here. Here comes TMG to potentially try to steal this one. The first one went, and this time they do get the steal from Tainted. Beautiful 7, Daisy again in big trouble here. Heal comes out, but he is going to fall again. Oh my goodness, this is so much damage coming out in a row now. Chasing in on Jack. That Omen going to fall as well. And now Weimer, can he make it out of there? He's pretty safe, it looks like, but they are in full chase right now. Rose is so deep underneath this tower. Weimer running around, and Zul just barely surviving. Finally, they're going to get both of them, and TMG going to walk away from this tower. Huge exchange there in their favor.
Is it just me, or TMG just tower juggled so efficiently into 3 members? That was a long tower dive, and the communication is there. They were rewarded for it, got a lot of kills, and another tower.
Yeah, fantastic play there by Tainted, and as you can see, now the goal lead in favor of Tamago, 16.4 to 14.6. It is starting to pull away here. Looks like they're potentially going to start rotating up towards this middle lane. It is Half-Life already. They've already got the bottom lane tier 1 tower. It's looking good for Tamago so far. You're 7-2 in the kill lead.
It's super interesting to see that Omen went down at bot as he was expecting. But hold that thought, though.
Yeah, here we go. Another team fight breaking out here in mid. They're going to be diving in here. Rose, though, Metamorphosis has to be forced out here and just able to walk away. But nice defense here from Legend of Kid to hold on to this tier 1 mid lane.
Yeah, they're trying to keep up with the pressure against TMG, but at the moment, Jack seems to be having trouble. Even though he's joining these important team fights, seems to me TMG has no problem whatsoever, whether or not it's a 4v4 or a 5v5 team fight.
Yeah, exactly. And the lane swap for them has really seemed to pay off. And here we go, Weimer going in. Again, using that Mach speed just to get those minion wave cleared out. But you can see so many members of Tamago pushing up on this mid tower. Now, they should be able to get it. And Weimer, he's pretty deep. He's got to be careful. There's the cycle, but can he make it out? It looks like he's going to be able to. KZ, look how low he was. Oh, my goodness.
Insane burst coming from KZP. And Tainted Ones with the Flying Spears at the moment doing a lot of work for TMG. But right now, Jack, again, no damage on towards his tower, but look at that. Great of objective here. Actually, a kill over an Abyssal Dragon? Is this worth it? That is the question.
And that is the question. Tamago gonna get this dragon here. Gives them a 2-1 dragon lead. Or, yeah, definitely.
Dark Slayer already spawned. 8-minute mark. KZP landing a lot of pokes. There's the stun. Flicker forced out.
Yeah, and right now, Tainted, you know, he's been looking for these Flying Spears, but, oh, that one's gonna land. Rose, though, not gonna be able to really get him much out of it. And he's going to be retreat here. JT's got the Chognar. Doesn't matter about the spear. He's just going to walk away towards the tower, staying safe. But man, they're taking a lot of poke here from Tainted. They might consider Tyro diving. There's the Metamorphosis. They're going to go in on JT. JT in full retreat now. Using the Chaos Protection to get out. And Jack now going in. Chaos Protection saves him. Jack, though, going to fall. Weimer coming in a little bit late here under this tower. He gets the Cyclone, but I don't think it's going to be enough to matter. He may fall here as well unless he gets a kill. But at the same time, he does not. And KZP is doing too much damage.
Hibbity hop by Tainted Ones here. Great job.
Oh, they're not done. 5th July going to get taken out by TMG, and now Zul behind it. Another kill for TMG. They are running away with this game.
It seems to me that LOK is falling down like dominoes. It's like they see a low health target, even though we have the numbers disadvantage. Let's keep going, and they have to suffer from that because potentially, actually not potentially, surely TMG is going to get this Dark Slayer.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, no challenge incoming. You can see down there, Crash with just like a little distraction as he goes for this tier 2 tower. But TMG now, they've got the Slayer buff, they got the Sentinel. They are looking strong here. 4,000 goal lead here at near the 10-minute mark.
LK has to stop the bleed here and not give too much free kills, air quote, to TMG, as it is going to be a very difficult situation to get back into the game here as Jason is pressuring up top. This is the phase where TMG is so good at. They're very patient. Look at the poke. I mean, Liliana already posed a problem early to mid-game.
Oh, yeah.
Just imagine when it comes too late. There's the poke from Jack.
Yeah, he's got the death back in there, but Jason K, he's got the Malleus with Zenial. He's just going to get out of there. He's just really being annoying, keeping the pressure onto that tower as the rest of his team is pushing onto the bottom mid lane.
Yeah, the thing is, there's no heavy engaged CC coming from the side of LOK, so the punishment...
Oh, boy.
July.
Yeah, July's in big trouble, gonna drop there, and you see the Drake unleashed in that bot lane, and TMG now putting so much pressure. There it is, the Metamorphosis, and the diving to escape. JT gonna barely run away, and oh my goodness, the Cyclone, but he's surrounded. Did he get anybody? I think he got one. There you go. Finally, but Weimer gonna fall as well. That's gonna be the high ground tower in bot lane, and they might just go in and try to close the game out. Jack trying to do something, not gonna be able to do it. The AT coming in the last thing, but it looks like they're just going one in at a time. It is not gonna be enough to matter. And man, oh man, Tamago dominating this game, running through Legend of Kid.
Crazy 11-minute game. All throughout the game, it was early, mid, and now TMG. They must feel really good about that one.
Exactly. You know, as I mentioned, kind of underperforming sometimes in the group stage, but in that last game, in fact, this entire double elimination phase, they have been on point.
Exactly. Everyone. I was a little bit worried about their side lanes, but the adjustments, the lane swap mid, and then suddenly Seniel goes back up top. Omen wasn't able to create a huge impact for the squad for them to focus at the top lane, at the Dark Slayer lane. So I'm really impressed how TMG held their ground, and once they knew their spikes, it was ba-bam, it's our time to shine.
Yeah, without a doubt, and of course, they did a really good job of shutting down 5th July. You know, 5th July did so much damage for the Legend of Kid earlier yesterday. However, today we didn't really see much out of it. The Liliana on TMG side was just too dominant throughout the entire game from start to finish.
Exactly. I felt like LOK was so afraid to contest certain objectives, knowing the fact that they've lost 2 skirmishes and 1 team fight. It felt like that's the reason why they were just trying to play defense and maybe find a punish play. Thing is, their composition is not built for that, and they had to control the early lead so that they would scare away TMG's aggression.
Yeah, rough game there for them, but you know, enough from us here. Let's send it back to the analyst desk with Renee.
And 5th of July didn't help them to win, probably because it's October. It is the local hero state. Let's go for the local storyline. Local heroes staying alive. Tamago is still with us in the PvP Esports Championship.
And legends remaining legends, because unfortunately they did die a brutal death there, unfortunately.
I was
I got the first
expecting
blood
to do like, yeah, I'm kind of disappointed now.
I
okay.
I believe in my team, man. Come on.
It looks
Yeah,
like
nice job.
I'm sorry.
Whole reason why Tamago won was because of you.
Yeah, sure. Oh, I didn't do much actually, but sure.
However, I mean, LOK did a good job though. I mean, the early game, they, were doing fine. They rotated, ganked BBTY, which is exactly the win condition because you gotta shut him down. And then they were kind of had the lead, but then things turned sour at the Dragon. Although they secured the first Dragon, Tamago just fought back twice as hard, secured 3 kills during that fight. It was amazing to see, and this is it right here.
I think it's also because of that crash though. He popped the Metamorphosis, just kept going in. He didn't stop, by the way. Look at this.
Yeah, it was such a good fight. And then Ymir gets killed on the back, and look at this. The kill on to DTI, and then another kill onto Zuul. He's so low, he doesn't survive, and look at his rotation, and that's where things started to turn around. And then definitely the next one was that 9-minute mark right here. This was massive for Tamago.
Yeah, that was a messy fight. Tane ones too, I want to highlight there, was able to secure during that massive chaotic fight. On top of that, landing those spheres that I was talking about, Slims, I haven't been seeing them. Landed, I think, 3 or 4 back-to-back up in the top lane during a massive fight, so a great showing by him.
Yeah, 9-minute mark, I do believe KZP definitely went online. You see the burst damage coming up from the Liliana, and also at the same time, Tainted Ones is really precise with those javelins.
Yeah, really good job stealing that Dragon. This is a 9-minute mark. This is the critical
Yep.
here. One by one they fall, right? Jack falls, and then Ymir then falls, and you can see Legend of K just kind of go into it. Ymir almost gets the kill on the Tainted One, but he jumps out and is saved just in the nick of time. And then 5th of July rotates and dies. And look, he gets caught out here. He dies actually right there. This is devastating for your jungler to die on defensive mode.
Yeah, there was a couple times with LOK where they just really hard commit for 1 or 2 kills, but they lost 3 members to get it, so you're not really gaining anything from these fights, especially back with that flash diving in toward the top lane. Tower's already gone. You got 3 members of the opposing team already sieging on into it. Sure, maybe you pick up the kill, but honestly, like, it was pretty brutal.
I mean, Ymir on that flash did a really good job trying to get the Cyclones, but there was no follow-up.
Yeah.
And look at that Liliana.
Yeah, KZP was phenomenal. His positioning was perfect. Didn't die 1 single death there. Look at the damage, 35% of the team's damage.
KDA.
And also,
Yeah.
10 assists at the same time, so he's definitely all around every single team fight.
Helping engage those with that stun that's available, so that's always what you'd like to see, especially on a Liliana.
Second time that we see the team that dominated the last phase of the game didn't really start it that well. We had that on the previous match as well. We were like, okay, there was that turning point where the team took over and then won. Same here in the match we just had, obviously, in the bracket. That now means that Resurgence will face Tamago in the game we see later today, because right after this we will obviously go up to the winner bracket to see Monster Shield and Alpha X. Let's go back once again to Legend of Kid and Tamago. So these turnaround points and these, let's say, slower building up early games, is that part of the new way now to get those wins, trying to not be over-dominant and early and respect the game that comes after that?
Yeah, the key is you want to dominate early and then just don't make mistakes in the mid to late game, because that's when the mistakes cost you so much. And we saw that. They tried to take the Dragon. LOK tried to take the Dragon, and then basically Tamago rotated. So in order for you to take the Dragon, you need an advantage. You need to either push a lane out, you kill somebody, so you have the numbers lead, and then you try to take the Dragon. Don't try to take a Dragon when it's even, and then basically get reversed and turned on once the enemy team rotates onto you.
I just love that face every time.
Why do you
He's looking like that. It's like, yeah.
I thought he wanted to say something, but...
No, I love that he always confirms that you're actually right. I know that you don't need that compliment.
So, like,
we all know that.
The one thing I gotta criticize Tamago there was a period where they were sieging onto the first tier tower in mid lane for about a solid 2 minutes there. And there was a couple times where they felt like they were hesitating to pull the trigger. Once they finally did, boom, tower went down almost instantly. And I feel like you can make those decisions a little bit earlier, because we talk about, you know, playing safe, but then there's times where you shouldn't be playing too safe or not being proactive. And there was a couple times like, you know, it felt like they could have pushed a little further, and hopefully they can do that in their next match against Resurgence.
I feel like Tamago has just this extremely good momentum that you have coming group stage. Day 1 did really bad, day 2 great, and then all the way up to the main stage you did fantastic.
So far, no mistake by local hero Tamago, and they are still with us in the bracket. That means we will be ready for winner bracket and seeing Monster Shield going up against Alpha X right after the break.
Don't let the lag monster stand in the way of you and your games. Defeat it with Singtel's 1+1 Gbps Fiber Pro Gamer Bundle and enjoy dedicated gaming bandwidth, Razer's new Scylla gaming router featuring zero-weight DFS, and instant access to WT Fast GPN. Get Singtel's 1+1 Gbps Fiber Pro Gamer Bundle with WT Fast GPN and Razer Scylla router at only $69.90 a month for the ultimate home gaming performance.